Well, hi guys, welcome to Trading in Isolation. I hope you all had a good weekend. Seeing a little bit of de-risking on Friday. It's not set us up for a brilliant open here in Asia. We are focused very much on the case count. We've got our eyes firmly what's happening in the US, where cases across states have really exploded to the upside, unfortunately. We've seen a little bit of a slowdown in Italy, but certainly they're not great news what we've seen there. But certainly markets de-risking into the weekend. But let's have a look at the boards and set the scene here.
Well, the stage is set for a not particularly great picture here for Asia. I will say that if you look at the ASX, we closed down 5.3%, so we were pricing in quite a large amount of a decent fall in the US. So you can see why futures are up 6 points, and we're looking for a fairly flat open here in Asia. If you have a look elsewhere though, the Nikkei futures down 3.4%, Hang Seng in Chinese futures down pretty hard, down about 2%. So we are expecting weakness to play through those regions. The S&P closing down 3.4%. Light volumes once again being a big thematic of equity markets. So the stage is that probably the Australian market opens flat. We've got the rest of Asia looking pretty weak. US crude prices down 4.8%. That's going to hurt energy there. We'll talk about gold a little bit later. The spread continues to be fairly wide between spot and front month, which is June now. We saw high yield credit blowing out 52 basis points as well, so we're not particularly infused by what we've seen there. In terms of vols, the VIX trading 65.5%, so you've got a daily implied move there of around 4.1% up or down, so that's something that's resonating quite sharply. In terms of the open today in FX markets, well, the one we're watching is what's happening in the South African rand. That's down 2.5% after being cut by Moody's to junk. Could expect to see that trade lower from here. Dollar yen continues to trade lower. You've seen this last couple of days, and that's opening now 107.61. That's going into Japanese fiscal new year. Obviously, the dollar's been weak. We saw the dollar index down 5 days in a row, down over 4%. So the dollars continue to be weak. Have a look at Aussie dollar in the blue currency there. You can see that making a move up into 62 cents. It's open a little bit weaker, but I think we'd probably see that a little bit higher throughout the trade today. And also what's happening in cable, which is the orange one there, that got up into the sort of 124.50 region before traders sold into that. Is this the place now to fade risk for a more concerted move back into the 23rd of March lows?